Well, I don't know quite what to say. I'm certainly proud and I'm very happy. I'm really glad it's over. I can't wait this evening to see some of the guys on the team. I know they're just as happy as I am, and I realize they did just as much as I did. They contributed as much as I did to win this award. Now, I'm taking it as a team award. All the other guys did as much, if not more, than I do for me to get the award. And I'm certainly glad, and I'll be glad to see all the guys because I know they're just as happy as I am. Well, I don't know yet. In my apartment, I'm going to put it where everybody can see it. I know that. Well, I don't know. I don't mind going to a losing team. I think I think it's up to a player. I don't think he should worry about if the team's winning or losing. I think if he have enough confidence in himself and the other guys on the team, they'll make a winner out of the team. So as far as their records are concerned, I'm not too concerned about that. But I don't like Philadelphia as a city to live in. Well, I'd like to play in California. I want to live in California, and I would like to play in the NFL, so that leaves two teams, the San Francisco 49ers or the Rams.
Were you a little bit disappointed when the Rams decided not to use their 3 draft choices?
Well, not really. I don't believe everything I hear, so I don't know. When I came to SC, I met a lot of guys. Just about everybody on the team was all something somewhere, and you really wouldn't know until you asked the guys. They were really a great bunch of guys, and along with a lot of other things, that's why I wanted to come to SC.
OJ, when you first came here in '66 and you worked out in spring and Mike Garrett was helping you and coaching you a lot, at any time did you ever think, geez, will I make it as great as Mike, and you had all that pressure on you?
Well, I'd hoped to, do as well as you can. I didn't know exactly what I was going to be playing at the time, and I just wanted to start on SC's team and try to help it go to the Rose Bowl at the time.
Do you feel that Garrett helped you a lot and gave you a good
Mike, just meeting Mike will help you. If you know Mike, he's the kind of guy that help you not only on the field, but if you watch the way he conducts himself off the field, it's just a great inspiration. And I felt Mike helped me confident-wise more than anyone else coming to SC. Well, as Coach McKay always said, I've been taught it all since I've been here.
Did you buy that?
No, I think a lot of stuff running is instinct, and I think I know doing it in the beginning of the game, I get myself in trouble because I'm trying to outthink the defense all the time, and I end up stutter stepping and not doing the right thing. I think the best thing you can do is just run on instinct. You should know your line, you should know your blockers and where they should be, but primarily it's instinct running.
Your best.
Last year I thought my Oregon State game was the best, but we didn't win, so I threw that out. This year I thought I had a good game against Oregon State, and I thought I had a good game last week, and the game that meant the most to me was last year against UCLA because so much was riding on it.
But actually, your best may be yet to come.
I hope so. I hope this week. Oh, that's what it better be.
What do you want to call it?
Well, a reasonable name.
That means OJ's aunt won't know this baby.
No, I don't think so.
Marguerite and OJ, I'm sure that we all want to thank these people for sharing a most important day in both your and OJ's life. Thank you for being with us. Me to tell you that about 10 o'clock this morning, or a little before, we were notified that The Heisman Trophy winner comes back to USC, and as you all know, it's O.J. Simpson. We're delighted because O.J. is not only a wonderful football player, but he's a wonderful young man. Jess Hill has a few words he'd like to say before we proceed with some other remarks.
I would like to say that on behalf of the Department of Intercollegiate Athletics at the University of Southern California, that we certainly are very appreciative and very proud of the award that O.J. has received in the Heisman Award. He's not only a great football player, he has a great and a deep sense of humility, and he has a great appreciation for the other players on the squad and for the coaching staff. And in honoring this occasion, as we did with Mike Garrett, when we retired number 20 at the university, when he was given the Heisman Award, on Saturday afternoon at the Coliseum, we will have a brief ceremony after the Notre Dame game retiring O.J. Simpson's jersey, number 32. Thank you. And now, the head man, the best college football coach in America, John McKay.
Fellas, I'll make this brief. You have all heard of me often enough, and you've heard what I think of O.J. as a person and as a football player. It did not surprise me that he won. It would have surprised me had he not won. And Jack Mellenkopf was wrong. I'd like to now introduce to you the finest football player I've ever seen, and his wife. The football player's name is O.J. Simpson. His wife's name is Margaret. O.J.?
Thank you. My wife was here. Anytime.
When did you first get the official announcement today?
This morning at just about 10 o'clock in Dr. Topping's office. And I was relieved. I was glad it's over.
Where are you going to get that award? You have a special spot?
You have a good night's sleep, O.J.?
Yes, I slept pretty good, much better than I thought I would. I was up pretty late last night, and I slept pretty good.
O.J., when you look at the statistics, Oregon held you down more than any other team, but still they didn't show up great. What was the situation there?
Oh, well, I don't know. I think Oregon just devoted too much of that defensive attention on me. They had their linebackers up. They were coming all the time. And as you know, Steve Saugy and Jimmy Lawrence burned them pretty bad. I think they felt we were a one-man team, and they paid for it, believe in that.
You heard from anybody in particular, aside from your colleagues and teammates, anybody send you any wires yet?
No, I haven't been back home since the time, since this morning. I'm sure there'll be a lot of them there when I get there. I know my mother probably called or sent me a wire.
O.J., what do you think of the possibility of playing professional ball with Philadelphia after being a winner so long?
I'm going to have to stick a pin in your head. Let there.
Jay, you've had pressure the last two seasons on you, and now you've got the Heisman. You have 2 games left in the USC uniform. Does this just add that much more pressure on you?
No, not any more than it have been, I don't think. I think all the guys realize that the Heisman, and this week we're going to have to go out and play just as hard as we've played all year to beat Notre Dame, and we'll be ready. We're working hard. We're going to work hard, and we'll be ready for them.
O.J., what sacrifices do you feel that you've made in order to accomplish, the success that you've had?
Well, I don't look at it as a sacrifice. I've just done what I've always wanted to do. I guess anybody that's playing football want to be successful, and you got to work to be successful, and I don't consider that a sacrifice.
How many years of pro ball do you plan on playing?
Well, I don't. After school, I want to play at least 5 years. I think that's when the pension comes in. Then after that, then after that, as long as I can and enjoy it. If I want to, you know, I hope to be financially able to get out of it when I can, you know, and I want to play as long as I'm enjoying the game.
Any preference of any particular approach?
Jay, when you start going back east on the All-American teams, and the first time you run into Leroy, what do you think you'll have to say?
Oh, nothing. I'm sure Leroy will congratulate me. And Leroy's a nice guy. We're good friends. I'm sure he feels the same way as I felt. I felt whoever won the Heisman Trophy of the top 3 or 4 guys that they had in mind would have been a good choice. And I'm sure Leroy will, you know, I don't know.
OJ, during your 2 years at SC, and Soggy keeps calling your number, did you ever say anything to him, a pro or a con, or when he calls your number about, gee whiz?
No, generally, sometimes I come back and Soggy asks me how I feel, you know, and if I say not too good, well, he'll call another play to, you know, to give me a play of rest or something. But generally, Soggy can tell when I'm pretty tired and when I'm not tired. Generally, he knows better than I do. Sometimes I tell him I'm tired, and he'll call a play for me anyway, and we're getting yards.
Did you step aside to let Scott score his touchdown like that?
Well, it wasn't up to me to step aside, you know. Most of the guys in the huddle, we wanted Danny to get the touchdown, and matter of fact, I think 4 or 5 guys said, let's let Danny get it, you know. And you know, it's not up to me. I was glad to see Danny get it. I thought he deserved it.
Girl layer and a heartbreaker, love maker, backbreaker, but then I